What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Money Grand National Series here on FS1. We are at Texas Motor Speedway, getting ready to kick things off once again. Paul Menard is your pole sitter with the 5 of Kyle Busch, starting to his outside. Behind them, the 06 of Mark Martin, the 2 of Clint Boyer, rounding out the top 5. It's the 47. Is that 47? Yeah, the 47 of John Wood. Excuse me, Kelly Byers. And the 9 of, oh my goodness, the 9 of Casey Kane. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Let me go ahead and unplug my wheel. Actually, that might mess everything up. Never mind. Let me leave it in. Sorry. We got 75 laps, I believe, unless that's overtime laps. I don't know. But yeah, this should be a quick one here today. Pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road as we exit turn number 4. Paul Menard will now be in control of the field as there goes the pace car coming to the green here. There we go. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at Texas. Menard with a great jump gets out to an early lead. Behind them, they're already 3 wide, heading down into 1 and 2. But Menard pulls away. On the top of 3 wide is Clint Boyer. He's falling back. Contact being made. Kane and Busch got together on the high side. They're going to keep it straight. Here comes a 14. That's Kyle Kristoloff, the rookie Kristoloff, making some hay on the bottom lane here. And now trying to get underneath the 9 of Kane. He will. That bottom groove, the way to go here from Texas. Especially with this package and this amount of grip. That is exactly where you want to be, down on the bottom. That's where you're going to make some ground. Getting stuck on the top would be the worst nightmare. Here goes Kelly Byers getting put on the high side here as Denny Hamlin goes underneath. Hamlin's going to clear and now gets underneath David Stremme, heading down into 1 and 2. Behind them, still 3 wide, Kyle Busch dropping like a rock here as he gets up into the outside wall down the back straightaway. They sort that out. The 11 of Jason Keller trying to work his way up through the middle. There's a slight gap for Kyle Kristoloff to get down. He's not going to take it. It was way too risky. And now he's going to get split 3 wide because of it. Casey Kane through the middle now. Here comes Boyer. Here comes the 1 car back there as well. It's in the 1. JJ Yaley's in the 1. Now as the tires start to wear out and the field starts to get checked up a little bit, we might start seeing different lanes start to prevail in these battles. As you see a little bit of checking up through 1 and 2, almost allowed the 1 of Yaley to carry his momentum. He had to back off though on exit as he was starting to get tight. Here comes the 2 of Boyer underneath the 47. He's going to try to bring the 87 with him. With the 87 of Nemechek backed off just a little bit. Menard still your leader. Nobody can catch him yet. They're too busy battling behind him as Martin Truex Jr. moves up to 2nd place in that number 8 car. Here comes the 22 of David Stremme underneath Truex now down the back straightaway for 2nd. And he's got to push from the 35. The 35 right on his tail. And that is Bobby Hamilton Jr. in that 35 McDonald's car. Now Stremme moves high. Here comes Hamilton. Hamilton's going to try to move in the 2nd. But here comes Clint Boyer right on his back bumper. Tight on his back bumper. That's going to move him up out of the groove. Almost contact behind him. More 3 wide racing. Crazy action here from Texas Motor Speedway. A little bit of a break further back, but it's not too broken up. It's just a couple cars kind of straggling back. But they're still pretty close to the main pack here. As the entire field now seems to be getting bunched up. And there's more and more cars catching this pack. As they get bunched up 2 and 3 wide, that draft weight comes becomes bigger and bigger. The runs get bigger from behind, but there's nowhere for them to go with it, so they have to just ride around in a pack and hope not to get caught up in a huge mess here. Menard, though, he's got the cleanest air on the racetrack right now. Everybody else checking up, trying to avoid running over each other. Menard's just able to drive and hold that bottom lane, but here comes a run. They finally figured something out there for a second, but it's not going to be big enough to get that 10 car of Dave Blaney up there with the 15. Here comes the 77 of Curtis Davis up into the mix as well. He's going to be underneath that 10 car, makes the move for second, and it looks like he'll be challenged by the 9 of Casey Kane off turn 2 as Kane gets right on his back bumper. Davis has to move up to avoid getting hooked. Yeah, that's their move. They get right on your bumper to where if you try to hold that bottom lane and block it, it'll cause a huge wreck. So these guys being smart about it, they don't want to get turned, especially at the front of the field like this. But Casey Kane, so far the only driver to be able to catch Paul Menard here. He has worked his way up in the second, and now reeling in that 15 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. The top 3 breaking away. The rest of the pack 3 wide behind them. As here comes Shane Huffman in the 88. Huffman, Marcos Ambrose, the 18 of Brad Coleman on the outside. Another rookie from the past series last season. And now the bottom checks up as you saw the 32 back way off the gas, and Nemechek's going to take advantage of that. He hops down to the bottom line right in front of Bill Elliott. Here comes, I don't even know. There's so many people up into the mix at this point. It's hard to keep up. Nemechek doesn't have the momentum. He's trying to rebuild it now. And here comes Elliott back on his inside with a push from Mark Martin. Marcus Ambrose hung out to dry on the top. Nowhere to go. Trying to hold his ground there. He's going to hold his line, and he's going to fall way back. He finds a spot in line behind the 26 of Todd Cleaver. David Reagan in the 6 car up into the mix as well here. There are a lot of cars in the mix here. A lot of them. Here comes the 26. Cleaver, risky move, pops down in front of the 12. The 12 moves up. The 06 of, or excuse me, the 16 of Biffle back there. Going to the bottom. There are cars everywhere, but it seems like it's starting to spread out just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway. The pack is all bunched up. No more separation from your former leader, Paul Menard. He is stuck in the middle, and he's getting eaten up by the field. 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Curtis Davis on the bottom. Lifts off the gas just a little bit. Tires wearing out. It's harder to hold the line. Sometimes you got to lift, especially when there's a car right there on your door. Davis now has enough space. He's going to be able to stay in the gas, but Menard with a huge push to the back of the 06 car. Now to the middle, 3 wide. In the middle goes Menard. He's going to get a huge run off turn 4 as David Reagan has no way to contend it, but he's got a push from behind from the 21 of Harvick. He's going to fight back on the inside, but Menard able to drive it in way deeper on the top. Is he going to clear him this time? I don't think. Yes, he will. He will clear David Reagan. Back down to the bottom goes Menard. Got a couple slower cars a little bit further off the pace. Lots of front runners have been shuffled to the back here as we got a lot of new faces towards the front. Curtis Davis did lead that lap, but Paul Menard finds his way back to the lead, and he's going to lead a train of cars to the bottom with him. They're going to try to take those spots back, but Reagan has to check up. The 77 right there on his outside, not giving him any space. This is going to allow Menard to drive away. This is what he wants to see in his mirror. 3 wide in the turns 1 and 2 now. The 35, can he hang on to it? No, he backs off. The 21 through the middle. There's Kevin Harvick. Now here comes Boyer on the inside. Here comes Tony Stewart. 87 to Joe Nemechek. 3 wide. Boyer stays in it. And he's going to almost clear Bobby Hamilton Jr. We're going to take another quick break. Or basically just jump through a little bit. And caution. What's it for? Apparently it's on this lap. Oh, man. Oh, wow. What is going on here? 27 of Ward Burton. All torn up. And we've had some melee in the pack here. What in the world is going on? Was it 77 of Curtis Davis? Oh yeah, Curtis Davis blowing up just suddenly, and there's nowhere for Ward Burton to go. Nicholas Johnson gets caught up in it, and poor Justin Dirks in the 70 up top trying to sneak through. Just nowhere to go. Stanton Barrett gets collected in that as well. 5-car melee here, heading into turns 1 and 2. Brings out the first caution of the night. Look out, here comes Travis Kittleson. Working his way through. Thank goodness for the new safer barriers. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again. Nemechek up high. Boyer down low. Nemechek thought he had a good jump, but here comes Boyer on the inside with a run. Everyone's on fresh tires now. So we'll see how things shape up. Especially here on this restart. Oh, the 12 has some damage. What happened to Hornish? Not sure where that came from. But as the lead pack tries to get formed back up here. We'll have to wait a couple laps and see who will do what, as we see the 33 of Stewart going through the middle, 3 wide. That top line hasn't formed quite yet, and honestly it probably won't. But with the tire wear, that top line seems to be the preferred lane for side-by-side situations. But I believe now it's time to shut up and crank it up here on FS1. And yes, I'm aware I have the wrong sound pack in. Alright, that was our shut up and crank it up. time to take a quick break as Todd Cleaver takes the lead of the race. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Money Grand National Series. Caution is out here from Texas Motor Speedway once again. And let's see what happened to bring it out this time. It looks like Clint Boyer. Oh, that's big. Boyer with some damage on both sides of that race car. What happened here? That's a big name. Top contender. Oh, 4 wide, and they all just kind of squeezed, and a bunch of cars go up into the outside wall. Boyer hits hard. Oh, Nemechek, another contender for the win here today. 22 of Stremme in the wall. Kyle Busch. That's what brings out our second caution of the night, and what's been a relatively clean race, even with the aggressive moves and crazy racing we've seen in the pack. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Texas. Todd Cleaver with a huge lead on this restart. They're 3 wide behind him. Here comes Kevin Harvick on the bottom. Harvick doesn't clear, but he will, likely will, heading down into 1 and 2. He does clear. Truex, and there's contact. Truex almost gets hooked down in a Menard. They save it. Now here comes the 20 of Hamlin right behind Menard, trying to get as close as he can and push that 15 car forward, and now makes the move underneath. 3 wide behind them. JJ Yaley on the bottom backs out of it. Menard up top also backed out. Here comes the 06 of Martin through the middle. Brad Coleman up into the mix in that 18 car as well. The 91 of David Green. Dario Franchitti in the 42 also into the picture. Top four single file. But they are duking it out behind them. Oh, car slow is Boyer in the 2. Where are they going to go to avoid them? They're splitting them in the middle. It's Boyer. They're splitting them high and low here. Poor Mark Martin getting stuck behind Boyer. He's got nowhere to go. And the rest of the field is going to work their way by now. It's very unfortunate. Out in front still, all Todd Cleaver. Kevin Harvick did make a run at him, but lost that momentum. Drops back to Hamlin. He's going to get a little bit more help here. Oh boy, we got another slow car here. Look out, it's the 58. Who even is that in the 58? That's Chris Horn in the 58 car. That's going to check up the whole rest of the pack as Cleaver blows by him. They're 3 wide behind. And again, they're going to split the 58 car. Todd Cleaver with 20 laps to go. Continue to negotiate his way through this lap traffic without getting slowed down too much. And can he hang on and get that first career money Grand National Series win? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The pack closing in on the hurry. The draft. They're using the draft to their advantage. Cleaver all by himself. Has no help. But he has the clean air advantage. He's got no straight line speed though. Here comes the rest of the field. They're single file. This is the last thing he needs. He wants to see them get bunched up. You see them race each other. Try to pass each other. Slow each other down. That's what he wants to see. But unfortunately, that's not what he's getting. Lap car. Check them up just a little bit right there. But it'll also hold up the 9 of Casey Kane for a second. 33 of Tony Stewart, nowhere to go. The entire outside line is going to get held up here. The 21 gets underneath Stewart. Kevin Harvick goes low. The 88 thought about going high and decided against it. Decided to just take the L. Stewart has nowhere to go. Boyer once again getting lapped. Way off the pace. Heavy damage. 2 cars running away from the rest of the field. As Casey Kane has caught Todd Cleaver coming to 15 laps to go. We'll jump through a little bit. Oh no! Lap traffic once again. Cleaver gets by Stanton Barrett in the 30. But Barrett's not too far off the pace. So is that 12 of Sam Hornish Jr. Is that Hornish? It's Kurt Busch, excuse me. Casey Kane got held up a little bit there with a handful of laps left in this race. 7 to go from Texas Motor Speedway. Todd Cleaver down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. He's gonna lead the funny lap here as he'll cross the stripe to lead the funny lap. There he goes. Oh boy. His crew, his family, friends, team owner, everybody. Heck, even Cleaver himself probably holding his breath here. These final couple laps, hoping everything goes smoothly, hoping for the best. We got another car off the pace. It's Nicholas Johnson. Where's he gonna go? He gets underneath, but that held him up just a little bit. That might be enough for Casey Kane. Here comes Casey. Casey has a run through 1 and 2. Is it enough to get there though? Can he get by the 26? He's right there. He's in the draft. He's right up on his back bumper. But can he do anything with it? No. Falling back once again. 3 laps to go from Texas Motor Speedway. Two to go. Chris Horn stays low this time. Oh, it's a chicane of lap cars. Oh, no, no. Kerry Earnhardt gets moved out of the groove. Here comes the 9 of Kane once again. Casey Kane has got one last chance to go for it here. Through 3 and 4. We'll see the white flag this time by. One more time around from Texas Motor Speedway. Todd Cleaver is hoping for 2 more clean sets of corners as he comes off turn 2. There's Clint Boyer. Boyer's way off the pace. But I don't think. Whoa. Maybe. Move out the way, Boyer. Go low. No, not like this. Casey Kane steals one at Texas. I cannot believe it. That was Todd Cleaver's race to win, and he got it taken away. Boyer stayed low a little longer than these other lap cars had, so Cleaver tried to move high, and at the same time Boyer moved up to get out of his way. He tried to move back down. Cleaver was also moving down. Here comes Casey Kane, a slip by about as low as he can go, and steals the victory at the last second. Heartbreak for Todd Cleaver. I cannot believe what I just saw. Todd Cleaver robbed of a victory here from Texas Motor Speedway. Wow. I can't. The things you see here on this channel, my goodness. That is going to do it. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time, and until then, peace.